Welcome to Out of Bounds, the podcast, where we discuss all sorts of topics ranging from music, sports, philosophical questions, goofy moments in our lives, and controversial takes. Not too controversial, though. Whoa, hey now. And all sorts of other things that are, quote-unquote, out of bounds.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like we're some, right-wing talk show.
So today, guys, we'll be jumping right in with JPEG Mafia's landmark,
Peggy, as they call him.
landmark 2020 album. It's 9 songs. It's called EP. Let's get right into it, guys.
I've been told this is a quintessential part of his discography, so you will be the judge.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
First track is called Bald. Shades of NFR. The Bucks player. Jesus Shuttleworth.
Oh, young Darby.
Out of bounds, guys. Out of bounds. Palace.
Wait.
Oh, like Genius, yeah. That's the name of a track from one of his most common albums.
Interesting take. Interesting.
Interesting take. Loop and to Leave It is from his I Lay Down My Life For You. It's a track from I Lay Down My Life For You.
Interesting.
Kind of a good reference.
Now we have this kind of interesting musical bit here. Okay. Grungy.
I feel like this would be better if it was played not an iPhone speaker. And
now,
if the audio sounds bad for you guys, it's on user end and not on our end. Our audio is pristine.
YouTube does compress audio, guys, so keep that in mind. This would be a perfect time to mention the sponsor of this video, YouTube Premium. Are you tired of ads but don't want to get an ad blocker? Or do you want to be able to play video audio with the screen off? YouTube Premium is right for you. Check out the link in the description for a discount code to get 15% off your first 3 months.
Use code Out of Bounds. Pause.
Pause. Alright.
Now, I don't feel the need to pause after every...
Okay. Sorry, we're being distracted by some sort of sister diversion over here.
Now, I feel like we don't need to pause after every track because there's not that much to talk about.
Well, I think there's kind of a lot to decompress after that track.
Okay, say one.
JPEG Mafia speaks a lot of baldness and male pattern baldness.
You know what, guys?
In this track.
I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that
Ever
song.
the contrarian.
Whoa.
I wasn't feeling that song.
Audio listeners, for our audio listeners, I just ate a big sandwich that was salami, turkey, and onions. So.
Yeah.
Okay, video listeners don't know that either.
Okay.
All right, let's play the next track. 3, 2, 1.
Bro.
Next time we're going to pause before it transitions to the next track so we can scroll through the lyrics.
We're one take Jakes, guys.
You guys are finding this out at the same time we are.
Oh, the sample flip. Wow. Oh, this podcast is going really well.
Nicki Minaj, the Meat Kitten drag. Now that's a reference to Nicki Minaj dragging
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
Guap? Guapo means cool in Spanish, so that's probably the reference. Probably cool. R/whoosh. Am I right? That one, am I right, guys?
Yeah. Oh, no one can catch him like Fort Knox. Like that, place.
Right.
It's really hard to touch. They got like snipers on there, I think.
That they may have. We're gonna have Jerry in the back check that for us. Jerry is just off camera for our audio listeners, and for our video listeners, you cannot see him either.
Also time to podcast. Jeez.
What are you apologizing for, JPEG?
Peggy, you can't do anything wrong. Don't apologize.
So he's saying he was upset and he's not mad. It's kind of an interesting take on his personality. This is a look inside the mind of Peggy. Oh, this beat switch goes hard. Alright, keep running that. LLB, long live Bernie. That's actually a really funny reference to Big Shot like Portia Rossi. Because she's dating Ellen. I have a... Although it's kind of weird. I don't really know if it's okay to assume that lesbians all use strap-ons. So, I know that we're the Out of Bounds podcast, but to be respectful here, I think it's important to kind of mention that.
Maybe Peggy has some sort of inside info.
Let's pause it right there. We can skip to the next song later.
I think the second half was actually a good song. The first half, like, kind of had me falling asleep.
Now, I would actually reverse that.
No, you wouldn't. You're just being contrarian.
No. I think we're seeing a few lyrics in the first half. Modern day Cannibal Ox. Can't nobody touch me. I feel like Fort Knox.
You were saying
really
that?
trying to get something.
It was really the beat that he murdered.
I mean, I think the second beat was way smoother.
He shouted out Zell, Quest, and Ty.
Those are his peers.
Yeah, those are just his peers.
Right.
I like the emotional depth that he kind of shows in this track. From
how much he's sorry.
From being upset to apologetic. He's showing many sides of himself. Also with the beat switch, kind of multiple sides of himself. So maybe there's something more to this track that we're not seeing.
There's a lot of development, is what you're saying.
Yeah, essentially.
Now, what would be a parallel to this track?
What do you want me to say?
I think maybe bald.
I'm thinking bald, yes. Maybe. Maybe evolved.
In what way? Like a parallel?
I think a parallel to this track with kind of a beat switch in the middle. This is kind of giving a little bit of that 2022 Drake, that dance Drake, that 21 Savage collaborator.
Is it?
I think this is similar to Jimmy
He had,
Cooks.
like, one beat switch.
Jimmy Cooks had one beat switch.
I feel like this is more like Sicko Mode.
Covered in Money had one beat switch.
Cody Blue 31 had one beat switch.
And not what I was going for.
So you only get to decide the ones that have beat switches or the ones that
21 and Drake.
split / whole time had one beat switch.
I think it's about the same length too. I think if you were to look it up, it would be approximately the same length.
Jerry, can we get a fact check on that, Jerry? For our audio listeners, he's just off screen. Actually, he's kind of our fact checker in resident.
The line that kind of that I'm honing in right now on is "lose it all for the nut," like Louis C.K. And I was kind of wondering what you guys interpret from that. 'Cause I think there's a lot
Louis
of ways
C.K. I think got convicted or something for sexual assault, i.e., losing it all for the nut.
First Eminem, and now Louis C.K.
What?
Gen Z is trying to cancel anybody they can,
Hey,
and next it'll be Peggy.
I don't think Peggy's getting canceled anytime soon. Also, when did Gen Z try and cancel Eminem? Only after coup de grace in his raping bar.
I don't know.
Horrible.
All I know is that Eminem had to kill off Slim Shady because society was putting too much pressure on him.
And that's the type of content we talk about on the Out of Bounds podcast. Pretty quick shout out.
Just a reminder, you're listening to the Out of Bounds podcast.
Where we talk about things that might be a little out of bounds for your typical workplace conversation.
Right, yeah.
Except for not in a weird way about...
All right, we're playing the next track.
All right,
Next track.
track.
Skip to it in 3, 2, 1, go. It's a little bit quiet at the beginning.
A slow burn.
Called Bodyguard. Notably, all of the titles in this are all caps.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Sorry, we haven't gotten there yet. Jeez.
Shorter track?
Sound like Lil Yachty.
Should be.
I'm hearing Lil...
Actually, it's not Lil Yachty. Actually, Lil Yachty's way smoother.
You are.
Who does this sound like? This is giving shades of Juice WRLD.
No, it's giving Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, actually, that's true. You guys are like the other two judges on American Idol, and kind of the hard-nosed Simon Cowell of it all. I'll give it to you straight. You guys kind of just...
Okay, let's dive into that. I'm Sofia Vergara. Who are you?
He's what's her name?
Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum. He's Heidi Klum. So this is officially no longer a no-skip album.
This is still a no-skip album in my book.
This is easily a skip.
Why is it a skip? Just because it's under like 100 BPM doesn't mean it's a skip.
It's not what I'm saying. Just because you're a Weeknd fan doesn't mean any slow song needs to be a non-skip for you.
Okay, did you even listen to the song?
Yes, I did. I was really yawning.
Okay.
I mean,
What's your take? Heidi
Well,
Klum?
One thing we are is a scale of nuance. I think you know where the low end of the scale lies.
Yeah, I think you know where the low end of the scale.
For our audio listeners, I was pointing to Elliot when I said that.
For our audio listeners, it's Nathan's the low end of the scale. I do even know what our names are. I don't think we introduced ourselves.
Oh. Well, in any case.
Well,
You guys will learn that along the way.
we should change up our names every episode so it kind of keeps the users guessing. Okay.
Oh.
I guess we're doing the next one.
Right, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Skip.
I guess we're not allowed for discourse.
Bald remix. So already a remix. This one featuring Denzel Curry. Okay.
Now, I actually like this idea because it's fresh in the listener's mind, but it's not too soon after the track plays.
2 tracks later.
But think about this. If you play the song at the beginning and then
At
you play
least put it on the
all
deluxe
way
version.
at the end on the deluxe version, what use is that? Like, people are going to be like, what? Is it restarting again? They're
No, they're
gonna
not
pause it.
gonna.
That'll happen a lot.
Putting it-
You'll notice that I'll silence Elliot and he'll have no response.
No, putting. For the audio listeners, I have a horrible sunburn and they're jostling me around. Hurts to touch.
Don't need to do that.
Sam has a bad sunburn too. For the audio listeners, we're not slapping jeans, we're just slapping Sam's thigh.
I know it sounds bad.
I'm saying for the audio listeners. My favorite bit.
Oh, calm Denzel.
Oh. R.A.P.X. R.I.P.X.
No, Purple Babe.
Maurice.
Wait.
Maurice would kind of do that.
For the audio listeners at home, I'm making a Maurice face.
Good track. Good track.
Can
I
say
think the
this is-
Denzel feature elevated on
I think this is unequivocally better than the first iteration of Bald that we heard on this album.
But do you remember it? Maybe you should have put it right after, honestly.
That's so stupid.
Or maybe
I think it's
just
just-
put this verse on the original song.
Guys,
It wouldn't be all that long.
Sam is not like this in real life. He's never actually this contrarian. He's just doing this for the sake of the pod. And honestly, that's out of bounds. Next episode, we're gonna have a whistle and a flag to throw. Tweet. That's out. And then we'll have a soundboard. That's out of bounds. No, it's so much better than the original Bald track. But it's just kind of crazy that he put this 2 tracks later on the. I mean, just do a different song. It's just kind of confusing. I feel like any other remix comes out as a deluxe album or as a single. I'm confused as why you would put it 2 tracks later.
I will say, this is. I mean, obviously the beat is basically the same, but I mean, Denzel kind of is the whole song.
Right.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of.
It's kind of
different
like
now.
Denzel putting his spin on the beat.
Right.
I mean, this is, and to be honest, Denzel caught a body on this feature.
He caught a body, but it does sound a little bit mailed in. It does.
Come on! Nothing gets by you.
Does sound like
No,
he kind of.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. He ate this up. He left no crumbs. This is what he did.
Okay, No,
audio listeners, I'm licking my
no
I'm licking my
on
fingers
this
right now.
one. Released December 10th, 2020. Which, I mean, they probably weren't able to get in the studio together, so literally this was probably mailed in. I'm just stating no connotations, no negative.
Okay, yeah, there's no negative connotations because clearly, it's crazy how the opening track have a better version with a different artist on it than on track 4. I mean, it's crazy. Wait, the wrong version.
No, it's not the wrong version. Hey, wait, we're getting an update here. No, it's literally the same thing. What?
This alternate cover.
We're listening, by the way, to this
Stupid.
album with the alternate cover. Hope that.
Make sure it's focused.
Yeah. Anyway, next track is called.
I think it's crazy to release it. I think it's hard to release a good album when you get Body on a feature. Not a feature like this. I mean,
Okay, well, maybe the Tommy Genesis feature later on will prove us wrong.
Okay, fine.
3, 2, 1, go. Cutie Pie is the name of this one.
Exclamation.
Ooh, I can tell he's gonna lay down a few bars on this one. I'm
Kodak Black! Like the rapper.
Oh, like the artist.
I think Billy has more than that by now.
Is that kind of a diss on Billy? I'm kind of confused.
That's out of bounds!
We're literally getting busy on a USB mic right now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at this bar.
And uncut from EI? Wait, what's EI?
No, uncut. That's a joke. Uncut.
I know,
She wants it
uncut
top.
is
She wants the tip. Yeah. Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
See what kind of instrumentation you can pull off here. And the track. Oh.
This reminds me of a track I listened to recently off this little EP, underground EP called Inauguration. The track was named Bonds, where there were some bars laid down, and then the last like 30 seconds were just kind of random instrumentation that had nothing to do with the beats.
Can't tell if that's supposed to be good or bad.
It's definitely giving Bonds. I feel like he copied Bonds with this one.
This is kind of giving Daft Punk, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking also.
It's just a little bit more.
That's Bonds with a dollar
of
sign at
town.
the end. BOND dollar sign.
All right, let's
Bonds.
pause this.
Off of Inauguration.
So, anything to say about Cutie Pie? This is kind of the valley. This is the valley in the middle of the two mountains that are the first and last tracks. The first and last tracks are actually the most played.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. I'd like to have my own opinion on this, so I prefer not hearing these stats. It's kind of nicer to form that myself.
Well, I'm just saying that it's I because it's helpful for the analogy of the valley between two mountains. Because this song, quite frankly, was terrible.
Yeah, he kind of thought he ate with this, and he didn't really. He talked about his production, and his production was like not that crazy, I feel like.
Well, I feel like he's trying to appeal to old heads with this song, and clearly you two are not the targeted demographic, and that's fine.
We are not old heads. Nathan over here is a bit of an old head.
So I'm sorry if I like it a little old-fashioned.
Well, I'm kind of interested that me and Elliot agree on this one finally. It's nice to have us agree on something for once.
I don't usually agree with Sam, but this time I will.
I do enjoy how you kind of let the beat breathe. I like when they kind of let the beat breathe a little bit in the beginning or the end or in the middle of the song.
It does kind of...
But it kind of transitioned into some completely different thing where he was just
right.
tapping different instruments on whatever.
I mean, it was done tastefully.
Right. It's kind of like a sparkler, right? when it starts at the top, it's kind of exciting, but once it gets toward your fingers and it gets toward the end, it's you kind of want it to move on and just fizzle
This
out.
really speaks to how this was made during COVID.
Exactly. That's why next track possibly.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
It's called The Bends. It's the OG mix. Track 6.
I wonder what the separate
EP. JPEG Mafia. You're listening to Out of Bounds. We hope you'll return in the future.
Is it soothing?
This time he put the prologue or the epilogue at the beginning.
I wonder if we're meant to listen to this back to back and it kind of transitions into the song.
It's Trump.
Hey, really, JPEG Mafia, you're a Trump supporter?
No, I think it's meant to be tongue-in-cheek. I mean, look at the lyrics. But the support we're getting from the African American community has been overwhelming. It's clearly, it's tongue-in-cheek.
He sounds like Gunna.
Not done.
Kind of sounds like Destroy.
Giving shades of Lucky.
Lone? He was Lone before Lone was Lone.
He was Tekka before Tekka was Tekka.
Impeachment. Oh boy, this is truly a song of its time.
Kind of crazy commentary. Wait, what? I'm puzzled by this.
Let him speak.
What you guys may not know is this track is transitioning into our conspiracy section of the podcast.
So he's saying that the 2020 election was rigged? I'm so confused. It's kind of funny now with the JD Vance reference.
Yeah. Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew.
Hey, you can't talk about that. You might get canceled.
Okay, is he actually a Trump supporter?
I'm thinking it's tongue in cheek. We will have Jerry look this one up.
Jerry Oscar is gonna have to look this one up.
He's dusty. He sounds like Kanye on Husband. She just need a husband.
I see the vision here.
I don't see the vision. It's just like a love letter to Trump.
I think it's a little bit I'm thinking it's tongue in cheek. I'm thinking if we go on Genius, it might be a little bit more conclusive. And we're having Jerry look it up right now. Jerry, we may hear his voice. He has a pretty distinct voice. We may hear. Jerry's British.
Jerry's a little shy, and he is British.
He's from Liverpool, so we may hear that come out. Jerry? Oh, Jerry. Okay, he's finishing. Okay.
Oi, mates. You know where I can get a chicken and a can of Coke anywhere nearby?
Speak up, Jerry, because the mic is facing this way.
I've just had a chicken and a can of Coke.
Okay. What did you find, Jerry?
Oh, nothing yet, lads. Nothing yet.
Louis paid
What do we even pay, Jerry?
All right, settle down, mates. I just had a chicken and a can of Coke from down the road.
Oh my gosh. Jerry. By the way, Sam just went to the bathroom.
I'm looking this up.
Might be a good time to tell you about our second sponsor of the pod. This is Simply Safe. In a little bit of the wrong side of town, Simply Safe will be there to tell you when somebody is breaking into your home. For 15% off, you can use discount code Outta bounds. That's Outta space BOUNDS. Out of bounds. Jer?
Any update?
Update, Jer?
Perhaps.
Well, lads, so basically the deal of this song was
Like some nasally.
Jer, you got a cold?
it's allergy season, lads. Let a man let your mate live. Let your mate live.
I think we have
I
NyQuil.
I am getting a bit sleepy in it.
Well, that would make sense considering we just brought you over from England.
I'm just right live from Liverpool. It's an internship for me this summer, and perhaps beyond.
Jeez, Jer. Thanks for the commentary, but we don't pay you to talk. We pay you to research. So, if we could get an update.
All right, Elliot, I'll give it to you right now. So, Peggy, if you will, I'll refer to him as Peggy from here on out. Peggy was kind of referencing the ineptitudes of the Donald Trump campaign back in 2016. You know, I was focusing on Brexit at the time, so I didn't really have a chance to really look into this as much.
Right.
And to be honest, lads, I've forgotten my laptop across the pond, so I'm just using my phone.
Jer, what did you spend the laptop stipend on? That was $1,000. What could you have possibly spent it on? I mean, come on. It was $1,000. How was that budgeted?
All right, Elliot, or L as they call you, perhaps Side Effect as they call you. I'll let you know. I'll let you in on the secret of what I spent the $1,000 on. I put it all on England to win the Euros. It's coming home. It's coming home.
Jerry, they just lost.
Oh, they did, right?
Yeah, they lost.
Oh, they lost in it. Oh, jeez. My mom's gonna have a fit about this.
Well, it was our money for the laptop stipend. I don't think your mom's gonna care about it.
Well, on my phone, I figured out that JPEG Mafia, or Peggy, has been, just as a more of a commentary for, you know, Donald Trump's campaign and his lack of black voters that actually turned out in the 2016 election. Or so that's what the source, genius.com tells me. Pretty genius of them to figure that one out, eh?
Oh, Jerry! This is why we keep you on staff. You've earned another week. All right, thank you, Jerry. Oh, and Ellie, how did the bathroom go?
Oh my gosh, I had the biggest number 2 of my life. That Taco Bell shot straight through me.
Okay, we're on a little bit of a JPEG Mafia withdrawal, but we're playing track number 7, entitled Rough 7, featuring Tommy Genesis, right now.
What was the second feature of this track?
Ooh. Ooh.
Cold, perhaps?
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm cold. Is this Tommy or Peggy talking?
I mean, Tommy can be a female. It doesn't sound like Peggy pitched up.
It's probably Tommy Genesis.
She's clearly a little bit. Are these outtakes from her?
Sounds like me motorboating. And that's out of bounds.
I have to say, Tommy might be the Mariana Trench of this song.
Of this album.
The sound like
Nathan, stop
Hey,
with the
hey,
sunburn
Sam,
touches.
Sam. You gotta move to this.
Who had a better feature, Northwest on Vultures 2 or this? I mean, it's a close
Let's just say
battle.
Northwest was the bomb.
Oh, like the artist.
That's actually clever.
This reminds me of who opened for Big X Plug at Summerfest.
Oh yeah,
That one lady,
she was out of Florida. I don't recall her name.
Sully or something.
It started with an S, I think. Yeah. Oh, we're back to
Finally
fake.
saving us, JPEG. A new Mid-American Conference? Damn, Peggy. He's still searching for one. 2024.
Aggie.
Horns down.
Kind of not really that bad of an instrumental. It's just the verse.
The verse is not good, and Tommy Genesis's thing is just not good either.
Probably transitioned into the next track. Let's go back a track. See the lyrics. Oh
My gosh. Okay,
where to start?
I'm struggling to understand how people say JPEG Mafia is like all of his albums are just instant classics because I just don't get why this
Tommy Genesis. Let's have a look at her quickly. Jer is.
I'd be interested to hear what this song is rated on.
album of the
Album
year.
of the year.
Tommy
Which is actually our third sponsor of today's episode, albumoftheyear.com. That's albumoftheyear.com. Just spell it how it sounds, all one word, .com at the end. It's the best place to rate your songs, albums, EPs, and mixtapes if you're an NBA Youngboy fan. You know what I mean? If you use our sign-up code in the description, you get a free account because the accounts aren't already free.
Oh, you can get a premium subscription.
Well, that's what we're selling for a discount of 50 cents a year. 50 cents a year, and it goes straight to us. Straight to us.
So if you want to support the pod, you can do that, or you can share it with 3 of your best friends. Tommy Genesis's biggest song is Peppers off the Lana Del Rey. Did you know there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard, her 2023
Like a worthy
magnum
album.
opus? That's Peppers.
Not a magnum opus.
She recently released a single called Church, but we're not here to talk about Tommy. We're here to talk about Peggy. So let's transition into this next track. I'm going to start at 11 seconds just to kind of... No. It transitions.
Oh.
Start at 11 seconds.
At the end of this?
Yeah. 11 seconds to go. No. That's the bends. We want to be on a rough 7.
Sorry.
Rough 7, go 11 seconds from me. And wait. Pause it. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, it's always good to hear this. I hear a Peg sound twice. It's kind of nice. It does not really transition at all, actually.
This one's in all lowercase. Might be indicative.
And how he's living single. Doesn't have a boo. Or a hoe, as they call them. His best Drake impression?
I would argue Party.
Party? Are you?
Party.
Party.
Sure.
PNG.
Or classic Bad Dad Not Good.
It's actually true. Injury report, perchance? Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper.
Any blast?
I appreciate the way they use commas, apostrophes, and quotation marks.
In the lyrics?
Yeah, look at that. That's all correct.
Peggy values the English language.
Good. Oh, oh. Feels like you could have gotten a Mine on here.
Good shout, actually. Good shout.
Oh. Should we just let it transition
Yeah,
to the next? Let's let this one transition.
Yeah, let's hear him out.
Into the last track.
I actually really like this song. Probably my favorite one of the album so far.
It was a good one.
Or should I say, favorite of the EP?
I mean, I guess. It is listed as an album.
The name of the album is EP, that's kind of a joke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. That will be covered.
I won't show up.
Ooh, Super Tuesday.
I already see
Which is an election term? We're returning to the election theme.
Probably.
Super Tuesday is...
First of all, Zydrunas and Ilgauskas is probably the Cavs number one target by the Cavs, and he made a couple All-Star games, so I think it's a little bit rude to Zydrunas and Ilgauskas of the Cavs. Also, R. Kelly's like horrible.
R. Kelly, Diddy, Woody Allen.
And Louis C.K. all reference.
Oh, beat
switch.
Beat switch.
Oh, this is about to go hard. Put Mike on this track. This is giving shades of Mike right now. This is giving shades of Mike. Let's go deeper. This is giving shades of Bobby. It's giving shades of Red Veil.
Oh. Wow. Did Peggy predict Kamala? He might have.
I think he's talking about Biden being the new thing to Trump.
Ballad of Biden, baby, we need new things, though.
Yeah, because Biden just got elected.
Calling out Biden to be replaced.
I don't think that's what he's doing. I think he's talking about how Biden replaced Trump.
Nipples on my suit, I'm looking for Mr. Freeze.
Wow, good one, Sam.
I like that one.
It's actually Harley Quinn.
It was wordplay. Sorry.
Tell me all your secrets, Paul 1, Lil B. Tony pressed a pistol, had him talking in his sleep. These niggas don't rap, they criminal beat. Spit fast, get money, make heat. Spit a bit of ass like
Bad bar to end it on, to be honest. It just...
That was a good bar to end it on. TBH.
No, it was not. Good night. We can edit that out next.
This is live.
For audio listeners, I'm tugging at my collar.
What's chat saying about this?
What's chat saying
Is
about
that the end of the album?
That's the end.
I think I like the last 2 tracks the best, actually.
Let's rate
and
it.
also Bald and by Denzel Curry, the Bald remix.
Let's rate it out of 10. Let's think about our
The whole
ratings.
album?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
out of 10. Out of 10. Look at all the tracks.
Think
Like, you're also wrong about the most played being at the end and the beginning. It's kind of just Bald.
Bald.
And Cutie Pie was, gosh, the track is
It was showing that it was popular.
maybe at Apple Music.
Well, this show is popular, not necessarily like popular now, not necessarily overall streams over time. But Bald is blowing every other track out of the water. I did not expect. Okay, on this. Okay, no, this is the thing. This is the alternate cover version. On the regular cover version, it's a little bit closer. I just don't know what the deal is with the remix. Maybe the remix's streams count.
This was released, the regular cover was released November 6th, 2020.
Oh,
So it was released on Super Tuesday, I think.
yeah. Well, that Super Tuesday is for the primaries. November 6th is just
Or
election day.
well, election day, whatever.
A little bit of an inauguration of sorts.
Good reference. I just have some of the friends of the pod, up and coming rappers, Side Effect, formerly known as Nerf, Sammy JT, and Woodshop.
Right.
Friends of the pod. They're the ones that got us into listening to music like this.
Right. I'm gonna give this
Let's
album
kind of go in order.
out of 10, and be ready to defend this. Out of 10, I'm gonna give it a no light to decent either. Let's just do integers.
Are we
no
doing
decimals?
10?
Out of 10, yes.
No decimals?
Okay.
Out of 100, fine.
I'm just used to 100. Like,
Okay, out of 100.
Stupid album of the year.
Out of 100, I'm gonna give it a 48.
wow, tough critic. Less than mid.
Right around mid, yes.
Well, I guess if we're kind of going down the line,
Yeah.
Sam says it's 42,
48.
48.
you just said it.
I kind of forgot.
Okay, what do you say, Elliot?
Maybe I just had 42 on my mind because I'll be
Because
giving
42 Doug?
because I'll be giving it a 61.
61?
Oh, very nice.
Jeez Louise.
Very nice.
I kind of want to hear your thoughts on that. I'll kind of give my rating. I mean,
All right, Nathan, tell us what you really feel.
guys, it was not that good. I think
It wasn't even worth a 48.
I think it's worth a 40. I would say like 54.
Okay,
Notably, we all have even numbers. That's because the human brain likes even numbers.
he said
more than odd
61.
numbers. Oh.
I mean, come on! I just said it. I just said it, Nathan.
Sorry.
Oh, Nathan, blah,
Nathan always saying the wrong thing.
Jeez. You just said 42 prior to that. You were like 42, which actually is referenced because. So sorry, I merged the two things you were saying.
So,
Elliot always everything
61, 48, 54.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, what's the average?
we're averaging out at 115, 155, 163 divided by 4, 40 point. No, sorry. Oh, divided by 3, divided by.
Hey, can't we just get Jared to do this?
Divided by.
Jerry, please.
Divided by 3, 60 is. 60
Jerry.
is 20 is 90.
Come on, dude.
I mean, we have Jerry for a reason.
Okay, fine, Jared, do the average. Wait, 163, 63, 99, 21, 33, 54.333, repeating.
There you have it. Jerry, can we get a fact check on that? Jared Dog.
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
So basically, we kind of hovered around Nathan's score.
Yeah, my score. I mean, okay, everybody can give your own solo thoughts. We'll kind of go on the line again.
I thought I feel like we I feel like we sorry, Jerry's in my ear. Jerry's in my ear telling me something. Stop it. Stop.
For audio listeners,
I feel like I want you to have to turn down the podcast at this point. I want you to have to turn down the podcast at this point. I thought
my God.
I thought a few of the tracks were
headphones warning, guys.
I thought that a few of the tracks were pretty decent. I think he laid down bars. I think I could get into it more maybe if I wasn't listening in such a large group.
Blaming us.
Yeah, blaming us for the problem with the album. Thanks, dude.
But I do enjoy the variety. I think it got the 48 it did because of that variety and because of the athleticism Peggy has on these beats. My issue is cohesiveness and bringing a consistent theme to the record.
Okay, you next.
Elliot?
Well, I guess I'll step up to the plate. So how I kind of like rating albums is I kind of start out as every album is a 50 and it has to kind of earn its way up or
Why not 0?
lose its way down with how it goes.
I guess.
That's just kind of how I think of it. Nothing to look at. For the audio listeners, someone with their name starting with N is pulling up my shirt right now.
Nate, stop it.
You like the brand? Do you see it?
Wait, it's a Go Bucks Naked? Oh, Go Buck Naked.
Oh, it's
underwear?
Buck Naked.
Okay,
That brings us to our next sponsor of the pod, Buck Naked Undergarments. Guys, if Big Ed and the twins are getting pinched up while you're riding your bicycle, and at mile 10 you can barely bear the pain, you may need
Go Buck Naked.
more comfort. Go Buck Naked has a pouch. It's a contoured pouch. It fits right in there.
Fits one size fits all. So for any of you showers out there, and for any of you little guys, kind of
I would interject and say one size fits most. But
yeah,
continue.
to be fair, Sam's over there kind of jostles around a little bit too much. It's not quite as taut as you would like for his little chunk of change over there. But not to get into the details too much, but
We're gonna have to rate this TV MA because can't keep his mouth shut during the ad read.
guys, we might lose that sponsor. We might lose the sponsor because of that ad read. Oh, I'm so stupid it was live. Oh my gosh.
One thing you guys gotta remember is this is always out of bounds.
We're always saying something out of bounds in this podcast. Hey, it's Lenny the sponsor song. Speaking to you. I'm just gonna lay it down for you straight. The sponsor song does not like what you're saying. But as always, that's why this is called the Out of Bounds Podcast. Everybody say thanks, Lenny. Oh, I'm just so happy to be here. Hey, we might not be seeing much of Lenny anymore. I gotta kill the vibes on that one. I hope he's off stage for that.
Sorry, Elliot, any finishing thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I almost didn't even start my thoughts, to be honest. So kind of, if I'm going down the
they can't
list
hear you.
here,
Go closer.
if I'm going down the list here on the track
A
list,
little louder.
Bald, I like the beat. Obviously, later on in the track list, Denzel kind of puts down some better bars than JPEG does, in my opinion. But the beat's still there. Peggy still brings a good energy to the track. And the Bald remix just kind of improves on the concept that Peggy already brings to the table. Next track, Covered in Money. I mean, it didn't particularly impress me. Same with Bodyguard, more of like a kind of slower track, Nothing to ride home about. That said, Cutie Pie, nothing crazy. I mean, kind of middle of the road. The OG mix, I kind of don't even remember. Rough 7 probably brings down a little bit for me, but Living Single and Super Tuesday are actually quite enjoyable tracks. I will turn this right around.
We'll play it in reverse. Okay. No, I mean, who's there? What day is it? Is my homework due today? Sorry. Yeah. Joke for any of you Gen Alpha people out there. Am I right? Skibbity toilet.
Okay, Nathan, go.
My name is Sam, by the way.
It's Nathan.
God, it's the least engaging person.
You've already ran that bit when Ellie was talking. Jeez Louise. Okay, I would give it a 55. I think my album rating is just kind of purely based off vibes. It's more just if I like the album or not. I could really see myself getting into it more with a second or third listen, but that's I feel like with most albums. Off of a first listen, this is pretty average. The production is there, but it's not even it's not even a style as much as I'd like it to be in. Just like a little bit grungy. He's too experimental. Not that it's too experimental, but it's just a little bit grungy, and it doesn't fit his voice or rapping style, I think, as much as he thinks it does. So in that way, it kind of falls a little bit flat for me.
Not illegal.
Not illegal moving chopsticks, by the way. I think my favorite song is probably Living Single or Super Tuesday or the Bald remix. I think all the other songs could be deleted throughout the album. I think if I was listening to this album again, I would skip every song except for Bald remix, Living Single,
almost
Super Tuesday.
Like you wish it was an EP instead of an album.
Good pull there, Nathan. Good pull.
Anyway, I think that was
I think we kind of all actually agree on the. I mean, we all generally agreed enough on the rating. I'm surprised that you gave it so high, a 61.
Okay, it was like 5 points higher than you.
Yeah, but it's kind of in the range of a.
Guys, you see how rosy our cheeks are? For the audio listeners, our cheeks are rosy.
It's because we're having too much fun with each other. For the audio listeners, my pits are like visibly sweaty. You can touch them and it would feel damp.
All right, guys, we need suggestions on what album to review next. So put it down in the comments below.
There is a wet spot on my armpit right now.
Down in the comments below, we'll be checking your suggestions for what album to review next.
Or if you guys want us to do a different type of podcast, maybe a competition, a game between one another, a discussion of any other topic of sorts, anything. I mean, as we kind of say, anything's inbounds on the Out of Bounds podcast.
Right. So we do only do the album reviews every 3 podcasts. So that's kind of what I was saying. But we'll do a competition of some sort, or some sort of funny Discord stream type, or Twitch stream type thing.
And as always, you're never out of bounds on the Out of Bounds podcast. Okay, gotta work on that slogan. Notes for next time. Gotta work on that slogan.
We'll work on that. Also, guys, tell us who your favorite podcaster out of us is, and that person will be in the middle next time.
I think I'll find myself back here.
I think I'll find myself maybe moved over to the left one. And for the audio listeners, it's to the right one because the video is kind of reversed.
And Jer, did we have any closing thoughts of any sorts?
Yeah, Jer, can I... Oh, no, I'm just trying to finish my baked beans for lunch. Jet lagging, has been hard on me.
Jer, it's 11 p.m.
Right then, I'm going to go take a wee. I mean,
well,
surely Jerry is probably scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Guys, all donations are going to go to another laptop stipend for Jer.
This time it's going to be a little cheaper. We're going to make it so you can only afford a Chromebook.
I mean, he literally just needs to access a browser.
We do have a cutoff at the 1 hour mark here.
Okay, thanks to our sponsors. Simply Safe.